Hello, I am Howdy, back again with another speedrun record. This is another PB in the 1.14 version, which I'm quite proud of. It's about 3 minutes faster than my previous one, and at the time of recording this puts me at the place of 64th in the 1.14 category, so I'm pretty proud of that. So here the run just starts in, load into world, see the ocean immediately, because I'm going for the pirate strats in this run. So that's kind of the center of it. So every run that I do, I'm kind of just searching for that ocean immediately, and I do find it. I was kind of debating here first. Was this tree going to be like enough for me, because I like to get a total of 8 wood blocks. That covers everything from a wooden axe to get wood faster, boat, doors, and eventually a shield as well, and spare wood for example bowls. So to start off here, just normally as always, get my wood, get my crafting table and my sticks, craft up my hatchet super quick, and I get to chopping down the rest of this wood. Luckily this was a big tree, or else I would have had some trouble. And this run actually used quite a kind of new strategy, which is currently being used by the world record holder, and that is that if you find a village early on, then you kind of just grab whatever is in that village of food, beds, and actually a villager, so that you don't have to do that later, because this kind of patched up one of my biggest issues in speedrunning the category, that I never get a village when it's kind of the last thing I need. I never get it, and when I do, I never get enough beds. Like, what do you mean? That isn't fair. But so, I just go here, grab 4 beds. I think I grab a total of either 7 or 8 beds, because this is a large village. So I just grab everything that I can, grab some food as well. Yes, I do. Because food also, it's quite limited. You do get a shipwreck, like that's kind of the route of the run. But that isn't always so much food. Grab even more wheat right here, and yeah, I think I just grabbed these 2 beds and then I'm done. And after this, I just try to find a villager that is close to the shore. Yeah, because now I have 8 beds. I just grabbed up some food, take my crafting table with me, and then I just head to the shore. Yeah, I saw this villager right over here, and I was like, yep, you're coming with me. Get in the boat, and we are off. The slow, agonizing journey. I actually choose not to get the golem because, well, it's not really necessary for me to get the golem, as I am going to get all of my iron and everything just from the ocean. So I'm like, yeah, don't really need it, so I just don't care about that, and then head out to the ocean through this neat little river. I think in this run it actually took me quite a while to find anything at all. But of course, the run ended up paying off. So one of the last things I think I actually found was the monument. And when I found the monument, I was basically good to go. And I think what gave me kind of the largest time save in this run is basically just that I had my villager handy. So I knew that I could sleep a bit earlier in my bed to quicken up the night, so I can just trade instantly when I had my stuff. And that is kind of, I think this is a good strat that will be used again, especially when the world record was shortened down by like, I think it was over 2 minutes recently, which is kind of insane. Like in both the 1.16 category and in the 1.14 category, the world records have been shortened down by over 2 minutes. Like, that's insane. Especially for the world record, when both of them are like under 20 minutes. And the 1.16 one is almost closing into 10. Like, that's crazy. So I just got my shipwreck right here, got some iron to start off, nothing really special. And then I just go with my treasure map over to the shore to grab that as well, because then you actually do get some cooked fish and stuff like that, and that is super handy. So just go over here to the shore and grab that. And actually, a discovery that I made for future runs is that I have actually started using Gamma, because Gamma is actually a thing that is allowed in running up to Gamma 5. which makes it basically so that visibility and stuff in water is way better, like in caves, everything. So I am excited to be using that. I don't know how big of an advantage it'll actually give me, but we'll just have to see. So I dig down here, find the chest. I was kind of like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna hit it, so I just went a step back, but I was on the money from the start. So I got myself a diamond and got some emeralds. And another thing that the RNG really blessed me with in this run was that, yeah, and here I got some 5-minute lag, so my shovel just didn't craft up. Let's just wait here a bit. And another thing that kind of blessed me in this run was that I got a bunch of emeralds from shipwrecks along the way, because there are kind of two strats that you can go. Either you need to get 22 emeralds in total, like that's like including gold that you get aside from the ocean monument, but 22 emeralds, then you can get to 12 pearls, like with no stress at all. You either do that or you do another route, which I haven't really seen anyone else do, but I've just kind of started doing it recently, and that is just getting 2 monuments, because when you first find a monument, then you're often in an area that can have a lot of monuments because it's just like a great area. And so I usually just go for getting 2 monuments, as that takes way less time than just hoping for some good shipwrecks that has got like a lot of emeralds, but this time I didn't need that, so that was very pog. I think I saw, yeah, I kind of like saw an like a ravine. I kind of went underwater, but that wasn't really an underwater ravine. I kind of checked if it had magma or anything, but it didn't. It all was just obsidian, so no real point in doing that. The creeper kind of spooked me a bit, but no harm was done, luckily. And so, yeah, I just kind of ditched that, a bit bummed out that it really didn't pay off. That was a huge time loss, actually. I think that was about 40 seconds or something, yeah. That took me a while, like, man. Well, anyway, so I just continue on going in search for both shipwrecks and the nether ravines. By nether ravines, I just mean ravines that go far enough down to expose magma. So here I find another shipwreck. I found a lot of good shipwrecks on this run, actually. I was quite happy about that. And that is, well, one of the reasons that I got all the emeralds that I did. So see here, got even more. I already had 18 emeralds. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I also have enough gold in my inventory to trade up at the start to get all of the all of the Ice of Thunder and what you need. Or, well, emeralds as well, I guess. So, well, here I just go out on my journey to see what is up. And yeah, you can actually see the Twitch chat down in bottom left corner. So if you ever want to see me speedrun live, then then I often do speedrun on my Twitch channel at How It Was Taken. Links in the description of the video. And yeah, so that is basically where I do all of my runs, both for just, well, I guess so that it's easier to verify, and just so that, I mean, I think it's nice just streaming them, but talking to chat and everything, that's just pleasant for me. So I find another shipwreck here. This one was kind of just buried underneath like everything. So I found one more emerald, and then I was like, yeah, that's probably enough. Yeah, so I had 19 emeralds. But as you see, that was one of the kind of more average shipwrecks, as they usually don't have that many emeralds in them. So I go over here, kind of a bit worried that the ocean was just going to close off, but I do see a little kind of gap between what I just was hoping for, that were islands. So just go swimming over here, see that the right side is blocked off. I get a bit anxious that maybe just hasn't loaded, like land hasn't loaded over there, because if ocean would have ended, then the run would have as well. But there's a reason that that this video is here. So I see another shipwreck here. I'm not sure if I am going for it. Yeah, okay, I am going for it. So I just died down here, and then I see that this is one of the bad shipwrecks, because but this one actually looked really like one of the good ones, because a shipwreck has the back part, which with kind of the flat plateau that has a room that has all of the treasure at the top, and then on the bottom it has the buried treasure map. And on the other side of the ship, there's only one room below deck, and that only has like food and occasional trashy leather armor. And that ship was just really slanted. It was one of those half ships that only contains one of the parts. It was really slanted, looked like one of the back parts, which are more flat. So I just went for it, like, yeah, sure. And I think this is where, yeah, I was trying to get one of the nether ravines again. So I just checked here because I saw that it went quite a distance down. But again, no nether, or no magma, no lava. So, well, yeah. That was an issue. I think one of the biggest time losses in this whole run was just that I was a bit optimistic about all the ravines that I saw underwater. So I just went for a lot of them, not knowing for sure from the start that they had nether. So that was kind of a bummer. That was quite a time loss just all over. And so I just go on looking for that ravine, which I still haven't spotted, so at this point it's just a bunch of swimming around and hoping. I see another, wait. Ah, yes, and there's another shipwreck here which I decided to go for. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Yes, right. Oh, this was actually one of the runs where I got like super lucky with emeralds. Yeah, never mind what I said earlier, I got 28 emeralds, so at that point I was really happy because that was a super good shipwreck. Those 3 super good shipwrecks I had, so aside from the one that only had a single emerald, then that was very nice. And at this point where I'm like digging for gravel, I'm always kind of like, did it drop gravel? Because it's always like so dark, you know? But since then I have read up some rules. It's allowed to do gamma 5, so now I have done that, and visibility is way greater, so hopefully that will aid me. Oh, wait. Was this another one of the bad ravines? No, I think I actually managed to get this one working. We'll just have to see about this. So I think I checked like here. Does this work? So I checked the kind of magma block here, and I think it does work out. Yes, it does work out. So I just started making my portal. It was very scuffed because there was almost no lava underneath me. So I have to kind of improvise and put lava wherever the portal frames were going to be. Or you can just see me digging out all the cobble for where lava should have been if this was a very good ravine. But this stage of the run was actually very clean, I think, because despite the portal being, or well, the ravine being very bad for the nether, then I still made it work out, and that was actually very quick, like clear, aside from me just trying to grab another lava bucket. And so here I get into the nether, very pog. And so here I am. Nether doesn't quite load in yet, and here I am. Then I'm just looking for. I'm just looking for the fortress immediately, which you can just see there right in front of me. So I was very happy about this because in 1.14, one of the reasons I'm running this category over 1.16 is that it's way easier finding a fortress. Like now, a new strand has been implemented in, or like invented in 1.16 called E-Ray, which is short for Entity Ray, and that is basically lowering down your FOV to basically the minimum, and then looking at your entities on the F3 menu to see where there could be a bastion. When you get the bastion, which you can basically just see where it is, then you can usually just pearl around, which makes your odds very much higher. So, but then I'll stay truthful to my 1.14. Nothing bad about it. And yeah, that's basically because it has like a 4 times chance to spawn a fortress. Yeah, fortresses are insanely like common in 1.14, which is so nice. Now just get a very close spawner, very happy about that. Kill this place so it wouldn't annoy me, got no rod, but probably for the best because it would have felt like way down, as I just did. But kind of bummed out about that first spawn because whenever you kind of load a blaze spawner at first, then it spawns, and that was just a one spawn. So bummed out about that, but I think this was actually quite a fast nether. I think my drops were pretty average, or I think they were just above average, which I'm kind of happy about since just the general kind of drop rates that I've had have just been very bad. And so here I got a 3 spawn, I'm very excited about that. So here I go in 2 for 4, 2 for 5, and 3 for 6, so just on the average. So I'm pretty happy about that, as I have just had genuinely bad luck with the blazes. Except for one run, which was actually crazy. I think I'm actually going to upload just that clip that I got, because I'm going for 8 blaze rods since I have to make a brew stand because of the trading. And so I usually go for 8 blaze rods, and here I got a 4 spawn, very happy about that. But one of the runs, I actually got 8 blaze rods from 8 blazes, which is insane, as blaze rod drops are a 50-50. So I did the maths on that, and that's like 0.4% or something of me getting that. So I just got super hyped. And yeah, here I got just a 3 for 3 at the end. That really bumped my luck. And now I had more than enough, so it was just about going. I tried to sort my inventory, try finding my boat in my inventory for like a while, because I usually do the boat strat where I just negate all fall damage by just boating down from any high structure in the nether. But since I just remembered that, yeah, right, the villager was occupying my boat that I had been saving, then of course I don't have a boat. So then about this, and then I got kind of confused like where my portal was, because the terrain looked like really different from this side than the side I had entered from. And here I just saw my portal before turning around and just running away. Luckily, or else, yeah. I have to I actually get better at remembering where my portal is. That's probably one of the things that have actually killed some mediocre runs. So I get out of the nether at 16:30 real time. Pretty happy about that. And since I haven't gotten a monument yet, I decided to break the portal and get my doors back. Broke the portal so that the doors just wouldn't go through, basically. So get my doors for the monument, and then head back up to my villager, where my trusty boat is, of course. And then I just go. I think if I'm not mistaken, I did actually see a monument before I actually went for the nether. Yeah, and there I see it. I just turned up my render distance to see it again, and it's just at the corner, an absolute corner of the render. But so here I go, just boating over, and I'm like, whoa, okay, this is great, because I did actually see that monument before I got into the nether. So it was like, hey, this is actually great, because I have my villager, nether is right here, the monument's right there. So basically all that I was hoping for right now was that I see this dolphin is zooming by me. Yeah, look at him, his speed. But I was just hoping that I wouldn't get mining fatigue, which would just kill the run. And so here I just sleep immediately, because there's like a 2-minute timer or something before you can actually trade with a villager from the start of the day. So I was like, yeah, probably gonna take me about 2 minutes clearing this monument, so might as well just sleep before that to maximize efficiency. And so I got my bed, and here I decided to get another boat, because I was like, yeah, no dolphins around, how am I going to get over there fast? So yeah, boated this. So I just quickly spent some time getting some wood, getting my boat, and from that point on it was just about zooming over to the monument. And here is a strat that I think I explained in my previous PB, but that is turning down render distance to 2 chunks. And this basically minimizes the chance for getting mining fatigue, because how the monument is laid out, there is like, kind of, if you look at the entrance, there's kind of 2 forks that extend out on left and right. Those both have a garden, and then absolute middle has. And since I'm on the backside, only the middle one is in my render distance, and can therefore give me mining fatigue. So my odds of being mining fatigued are basically 1/3 of the usual, which is for the most part enough. And so here I get it on my second attempt, as there are 4 possible locations for the gold. And then I just zoom right back, because I'm like, yes, at this point I'm so excited. I'm like, yes, let's go, no mining fatigue. got all of my rods, everything, did the thing with the time to maximize efficiency, got my villagers. Now it was only one thing that could screw up my run. And that is 1/3. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say 1/3, it's basically the 1 in 3 chance that the villager will give me a bad trade. That basically means that I can't get pearls from him. This, getting 2 monuments actually fixes the kind of the danger for this, because then you can just move on to another villager, as you have enough gold to trade with everyone. But here I only have 1, so yeah, that wouldn't have worked anyway. Anyway, so yep, the video is up. I did luckily get the 2 in 3 chance to get the pearl trades, so I am very happy about this. I am very happy. And so while this guy refreshes, I just decided to make all of my armor. Got everything, getting everything traded up and just waiting for him to refresh. And here I can see that I got my pearl trade and was so excited for that. So excited. I think I actually get a total of 14 pearls, as this guy actually did have like a lot of stuff. Wait. So here I just throw my first pearl in advance. I'm like, no, it broke. So that was kind of like, oh no. But I think this guy just refreshed. I got the rest of my pearls, which was 14 in total, I'm pretty sure. And suddenly the spider just decided that the spider just like woke up and chose violence, I suppose. So it just did me like that. I traded up the rest of my gold, and yeah, I waited just a bit more. And luckily this was another quick refresh, got another pearl, and then got in total 14 pearls. One of them broke, so 13 pearls left. So I was pretty safe at this point. And I was just about finding that monument. And since I wasn't really that far out, I was like, yeah, it should be right around here somewhere. So I was super happy. Knew that the stronghold was close, and knew that I was at a high speed coming towards it. So basically the only thing that could screw me up at this point is stronghold navigation and perch. And I think this one was like a super late perch. So I was very, I was kind of bummed out about that, because I am currently going for top 50 as kind of a benchmark on the leaderboard, as this put me at the top 60, put me at number 64. But yeah, so top 50 is kind of my goal, and that is basically get a sub 26, I think. But as I got, as the final time of my PB here was about 27 minutes 16 seconds, then that was I was more than happy. Finally, I got like a new PB, and yeah, my third eye here broke as well. Like I was, yeah, that kind of hurt. So now it was this. If another eye had broken, then I was just screwed. Luckily, it didn't. I kind of knew that this was the right chunk, or yeah, I was pretty certain that this was the right chunk. So I just started digging down here, closing off the space above me to free the water, or get rid of the water, and then I dig down on the place in the chunk with 5-4, which is kind of the little coordinate in right by the chunk coordinates, and that basically assures you to fall into the starting well of the stronghold, which is very nice. So here I am. Some zombies didn't bother me a lot. The skeleton though, it chose violence, so therefore it must die. Yeah, I think, yeah, my stronghold navigation was something that kind of messed me up as well. So I checked down here, nothing there. I went back, I checked for any secret rooms, but there was nothing so far. Checked over here as well. I think this led like super far down. Yeah, so a stairwell, and then some more doors, another stairwell, and I think at this point, no, I think this was actually it. Yeah, I thought that this was it because that was kind of a little pawn thing that is in the portal room normally. But that was just super unlucky generation, or lucky, whatever. Low odds, not in my favor. So that was just a weird generation because I had already gone way too far. So at this point I was just trying to get back to where I was. Yeah, navigation really screwed me up on this one, so just went right back to where I had started out. And something that I should probably start doing is going down the middle way from when you start. So about like, yeah, here. Going here. I almost never go here, despite it probably being the best choice. So I go over here as there was light and I saw the staircase in the silverfish spawner and I was like, yes, finally. Blocked off behind me so that no mobs would chase me. Got down the middle and it was a 0 eye, I think. I think this was a 0 eye. So luckily no more eyes broke. But it was end time. And as you can see, my in-game timer was about 1 minute behind, so when you see my timer ticking there, just kind of subtract a minute. And at this point, I was on top 50 pace. I was so hyped for this. I was like, finally, it's paid off. But, yeah. Dragon just like, you know what? I'm just not going to perch because that's a thing. Which screwed me up. So I just went over here. I think this is like... I think this is going like... Wow. Yeah, I think this is going like northeast. Please correct me in the comments if it is not. But just going on one of the sides. One of the far sides is it's always kind of the best choice because that maximizes chances of dragon perching. But you do that. And then I'm just waiting here. I'm waiting kind of close and just being very ready for the dragon to perch. I thought it was going to perch here, but it didn't. It took so long for the dragon to perch and it was just agonizing standing here. I think this is like one of the longest times it's ever taken for a dragon to perch for me. It took like in total, I think, let's see, it took in total almost 3 minutes for the dragon to perch, which is just like insane. It took so long. They just kept on spinning in circles, spitting at me. Not in my favor at all. But dragon just be like that, so. I was just sitting here and was like, I checked in-game time and then I saw in-game time ticking just about 26 minutes and I was like, nah. This ain't going to be top 50, so that's a real bummer, but the run wasn't over yet. And so I just kept my hopes up. Oh. So I saw the dragon spinning around one more time behind me and I was like, how? How hasn't this dragon perched yet? So choose another fireball. I'm like, sure. It does its thing. So I just wait here, kind of blocked off by all these toxic kind of dragon's breath. Seeds. Seed going around once more behind me, and I think this is around the time when it decides to actually perch. White people on the screen there, exactly, but here the dragon perches, and then it was just about the one cycle. Pretty happy about this one cycle as dragon moves a bit different in 1.14 than it does in 1.16. A bit harder in my opinion. So I got a solid 6-bed here though. Very happy about that. Got my 6-bed. Was just crazy and yeah. Oh, super happy about that. Finally a new PB. So that was basically all. 27-16 as you can see. Top right, and yeah, that was that was it. So I was all about just getting the seed, and I just clear out all of my overlay so that everything is easily visible. There you go with the timer as well. Then you can see everything on screen there. I think I decided to check through some options and stuff as well. Yes, I do. But that is basically the gist of it. That is everything. Thank you so much for watching. Catch me on the streams if you want to see me speedrun live, and I'll see you next time.